Good morning, guys. Say hello, Sam. Look. Meow. Yeah. This is what he does. You're just a good boy, huh? So, came on hoping for some Isabella stuff, but nope. Looks like Machete Duck, even he's run out of stuff right now. So, I've just got to stick with these because you guys seem to like them. Just talking to the camera. I ordered a new webcam though, and it's got a built-in mic, and the quality's pretty good. So, but it's going to be here like September 15th. So, obviously, I'm not going to use it until I've made like a test video for myself to kind of test the quality, and then I'm sure you guys will be able to see the difference. Because you notice that when I scale everything up, it looks like crap, but it looks fine when it's. But I want something where it scales up and it's still good quality, and that's something these freaking built-in webcams just don't fucking do. Yeah. What do you think about it? Yeah. Are you loud enough to meow for us? You a handsome boy? Mm. It's the morning routine. And then I still need to get them treats. I threw the other bag out because it only had like one or two left. He's licking my arm right now. I'm scratching his butt. What? 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 Do your guys' cats do this? When you scratch their butt, they just go stupid and start licking everything. He's not as bad. Our other cats are like, you know, he just kind of like licks. He doesn't go crazy or anything. But yeah, you just scratch right there on his, at the end of his tail. What, you gonna be a jerk now? You gonna be a jerk? Like I said, this is what happens. He comes in looking for attention, and then like go be a jerk somewhere else. I haven't given him treats yet, but that's what he does. He comes in, he likes attention, and then he starts, growling like a little jerk. So, and then he leaves. No, but yeah. So I ordered a webcam. I think it's called like the Logitech Brio or something like that. It looks pretty good. Like I said, I watched a video last night of the guy using it because he had like 10 webcams or something that he was testing, and this one has a built-in mic with the audio is actually pretty good, and it's got built-in noise cancellation. So that noise cancellation plus the noise cancellation I have here on OBS. Um, it says it works fine with OBS because apparently some webcams don't work very well with certain streaming or recording software. Um, but even with the stuff that's built in, it's fucking complete crap. So, um, yeah, it looks and sounds good. So, you know, and it pretty much, I think it shows kind of like in any light. So, I mean, I could have light right now the way it is and get a clear picture, not just when I'm, you know, like this size on this side of the screen. The entire thing when it's blown up will be actual HD, not whatever this is supposed to fucking be. Uh, Pseudo HD. Like I said, it looks fine when it's down here, when I'm just a tiny little box right here in the corner. But when you blow me up like this, it looks like shit. Um, yeah. Anyways, got work tomorrow, which I don't know. It's like I have a feeling my boss is gonna call Like, oh, I need to train the girl because I need to get her on right away. So just come in on Monday, which I wouldn't say anything to because that gives me all of today, all of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to just relax, chillax. But you know, um, but I kind of need the money right now. Even with YouTube, it's like I can't get anything from YouTube until they verify. So the way they do it is stupid. First they have to verify your um, bank account, which is fine. So basically, they deposit a certain amount in. It could be from like 1 cent to 1 cent to like 20, 30, 40 cents. And then they have you type in the amount that was sent. So that way they confirm that it is your account. So that got verified, but then they have to verify your address. So which means they do it the old-fashioned way. They send you a letter with a PIN number in it, and then you got to verify with that PIN number. But it takes 2 to 4 weeks to get here. Most likely due to freaking COVID. So before my thing didn't have the PO box that I use, which means I'm gonna have to wait even longer. I'm gonna have to resend it. It's gonna take another 2 4 weeks, and I'm not gonna be able to pull out or deposit my money from my AdSense to my account until like maybe the end of October. But yeah, Google needs to find different ways of doing things. Like I said, when my account, when I was afraid of that I've lost my account because I couldn't log in, uh, Google doesn't have any kind of customer service at all. You don't have a number where you can call up and say, "Hey, I need help with my account." You have to rely on other people and forums and things like that. And if they don't have the answer you're looking for, you're fucked. Luckily for me, I was able to get it back with the email address, but at the time that wasn't even an option. So I'm like, oh great, I can't get into my YouTube account, I can't get into my Google account. That I thought I had lost my account, but the option for the email came up. But still, that takes like a couple days. It's like, oh, we gotta make sure the account's yours, and I think basically they just make sure that no one's using your account, so they have the data showing the logins and logouts and this and that and activity. So once they see that it's pretty much clean, it shows that you are indeed locked out of your account and it's not, any kind of hacking situation. Then they send the email. You just click on the email, the link in the email, reset your password, and there you go. Boom. Um, Luckily enough, it was because of that two-step verification, so they automatically disable it, and then they just say, "Oh, hey, yeah, just make sure you re-enable that." But this time, I made sure to write down all my emails, all my passwords, because I'm getting older and I don't remember all of them. So, I mean, 33 years old and I have to write shit down because my memory's not that great anymore. But it was just weird because I don't have a phone number, like the actual phone number, so I use Google Voice. But for some reason, it normally never happened because I've had to reset my password before, and that's all how that happened. It was a password reset because I couldn't remember my password. Normally, I would just ask for the reset, and I go to Google Voice and number and this and that and all that great stuff. But for some reason this time it logged me out of Google Voice. So I'm like, hey, well, how can I reset my password if I can't log into the thing where, what I'm using? And people can say, well, why not just, why don't you have a phone number, service? Because I don't have enough people in my life or enough going on to justify having to pay for that kind of service. Even if it's a pay as you go, I don't use my phone. I don't have anyone to talk to in my life where I need a phone. Everyone I have is Instagram or Facebook or so I don't need phone service. And I don't text while I'm at work anyway, so I'm either here or I go somewhere that has like Wi-Fi. And it's like if I go to Walmart, I can still talk. Or, most fast food places have Wi-Fi. So, but if I'm at work, I'm not worried about talking to people, you know? And then once I'm home, obviously I have the internet. So I don't have the need for it. I haven't had a phone since, or phone service rather, since like 2012. Yeah, back in my day, we wanted to talk to someone. We went down to their house and knocked on the door. That was our Facebook. We used to smack each other in the faces with books. Um, but yeah, Google, multi, it's like a multi-billion-dollar company at this point. It's like they don't have any customer service. And I was talking about this because I brought up with Blizzard, how even Blizzard and like today, they used to have a number you can call Blizzard and talk to customer service and they would help you, but they don't have that now. Basically, it's all forum stuff. And luckily enough, with Blizzard, solutions are easy enough, you know. And most of the time, the solutions, like if it's like with the game or something, it's like, have you reset your UI? Try uninstalling the game and reinstalling. And it's the same answer, you know, the same response for almost every fucking problem you have. The game's experiencing lag. Have you tried uninstalling and reinstalling the game? Make sure all add-ons are turned off. Or, textures are flickering. Have you tried uninstalling and reinstalling the game? Make sure all add-ons are turned off. It's the same response. Um, so, but yeah, Blizzard used to have a hotline to, or not a hotline, acting like it's a freaking suicide thing. I'm in the game and I want to kill myself. Don't kill yourself. No, my character. I'm at the edge of a cliff, and I want to see if I jump, will I die from this? Don't do it. Your life is too precious. Where are you anyway? I'm over here. Yeah, you don't want to do that. The respawn point is like totally too far away. You don't want to do it. Think of your guildmates. Think of what you'll do to them. Yeah, back in the day, fucking WoW had some terrible spawn points. You know, you could die in like Ungoro Crater, and then it would like fucking put you back in Northern Barrens, and you had to run all the way back. Um, Even now with actually, I don't think it's now with the Dead Mines, because the Dead Mines in Westfall was notorious for this too. It's like it would respawn you. Dead Mines is pretty much like right kind of in the middle, and it would respawn you on the completely the other side of the zone. And not only would you have to run back to the entrance of the Dead Mines, then you'd have to go through the cavern, you know, the cave down there, and until you got to the entrance. Nowadays, when you die, they pretty much just start you right back at the entrance, which is great quality of life. And I've said for a while, when you get to the end of a dungeon, there should be a portal at the end of the dungeon. Only very few dungeons have portals at the end of them to exit. Um, so say you're not in an actual group and you're just like running a friend through, or you're just kind of going for transmog, you either have to get to the end and like hearth yourself out or teleport yourself out, hopefully if you're a mage, or you have to run all the way back to the beginning and leave that way. You know, some dungeons have shortcuts back to the beginning. Some of them just have um, portals at the end that you can go through, and then some of them don't have anything, and you have to either hearth out, teleport out if it's a mage running that way, or if you're a Death Knight because you got your Death Gate, or you have to run all the way back. Or, no, wait. I forget, does logging out and logging back in help? I'm thinking of like stuff like Zelda, where you're far into a dungeon, and then you turn, you know, save and turn the game off, and then you're back at the beginning of the dungeon. I don't remember if WoW, because I've never gotten to the end of a dungeon or a raid, and I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna log out here. I prefer to log out in the city. So is that a thing where you can log out and it just either teleports you out, or I've never tried it. So I wouldn't know. I've been playing WoW for a while, and that's like one thing I haven't really done. I always, if I know I'm gonna get offline, I teleport back to the city, you know, and sit my ass down there. Um, yeah. Well, since we're on the topic of WoW, One of my favorite holidays is coming up, and well, because Halloween's coming up soon enough in like what, a month or two, or 2 months? Yeah. Wait, yeah, 2 months because we're just in the beginning of September. So the Headless Horseman will be back around. Hopefully they add some kind of new gear because I've got the Headless Horseman helmet. I've got the reins of the Headless Horseman. I've got the Sinister Slicer. Pretty much everything you can get off this guy, I've got. And they need to make the horse, his mount, sellable. I got it last year and it's just sitting in my bank because I can't fucking do anything with it. I'm keeping it in the hopes that Blizzard will say, "Oh yeah, let's just, because not many people get this mount during this time anyway, so let's just make it sellable." You know, so all these mounts that I've collected that drop and stuff, I'm just hoping they make all mounts sellable, unless it's like a guaranteed drop. Like the Obsidian Sanctum. The Obsidian Sanctum, you get in, I think it's 25 man. 25 man heroic or some bullshit. You go in, it's a guaranteed drop. And I think there's another on normal. You go in, you beat the boss, guaranteed. Guaranteed. But stuff like the Horseman's Reigns or even stuff like Invincible, where, yeah, you can get it if you run ICC long enough. I can't tell you how long I've had to run that shit before I fucking finally got it. Or the Ashes of Alar. Or, what's his freaking name in Mogu'shan Vaults? The dragon. Elgalon. The first time I was with my friend, and it dropped, and I was like, oh, let me just be the nice guy here, because she didn't have it either. I'm like, yeah, you can have it. It doesn't take very long to run through this, so, I should get it in no time. Fucking took me like another goddamn year to get it. Actually, I think it took more than a year. But yeah, there's like, unless if it's a guaranteed mount, you don't have to. But if it's like a holiday exclusive, something like that, like they did with what is it named, Grumpus, in Draenor, same thing like that. That's a holiday mount, and you're able to sell it. So why isn't the Horseman's Reigns sellable? But I think Blizzard has more problems to deal with right now. Especially when they keep doing that whole fucking subscribe for 6 months, you get free shit. And they keep doing this because it's for the investors. It's like, see, we've got all these people subscribe for 6 months. Because once you get it for 6 months, you're locked in. It's I don't think there's refunds with that shit. So once you pay for 6 months, you're stuck there for 6 months. Even if you don't log into the game, the game time for you is still active for 6 months. And that's one of the best things they do for investors. I'm not saying it's good for us, because I think it's totally fucking cop-out, because their numbers are going down so quickly and to such a low point that it's like, oh, well, if you purchase 6 months of in-game time, you get this free mount. And then you get this cool little pet. And then you get some other shit. So, handing out that stuff to lock people into place for 6 months, so that way they have numbers to show investors. It's like, Blizzard, you want to know how to get people to be invested in your game again? Make it good. Stop relying on this freaking locking people in for 6 months. Remember back in Wrath of the Lich King? There was 11.2 million people legitimately playing, month by month. Why? Because the game was good. But then Activision came in and started fucking things up. Blizzard had the in-game store, kind of. But when Activision came in, they just basically, here's a level 60 boost, here's a level 90 boost. if you want to boost your character, that's $60 fucking dollars. But Blizzard, when they were on their own, was perfectly fine. They made Classic. They made Burning Crusade. They made Wrath of the Lich King. And pretty much everything after that has just gone downhill. Like I said, I loved Mists of Pandaria. And, but they're so focused on, like, they need to stop these freaking, one-time system type things. Like the Azerite gear. It's like, you put so much emphasis in, like, oh, we've got Azerite gear, and, it's really cool because you can level it up, and this and that. But there were so many problems with something that was like the main staple of the expansions. Like, you get this gear, you can level it up, different abilities, and it sucked. Or, the whole Azerite system where you gotta fucking fill a damn bar. All this just for it to mean absolutely nothing in the next expansion. We want to have systems that go into the future, not just a one expansion thing. Oh, I guess it's the World of Warcraft video right here. And most of you who don't play World of Warcraft are like, what's he talking about? But yeah. Yeah. If Blizzard wants to get people interested in World of Warcraft again, they just need to go back to their roots, look at Classic, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, look what made those games great, and just do that again. Stop trying to lock people in for 6 months with fucking mounts and pets. You guys can make a good game. You just need to believe in yourselves. You need to just stop your freaking sexual harassment bullshit, get the bad actors out of the company, and go back to your roots. No one will complain if you make another Wrath of the Lich King type game. No one will complain. Everybody loved that game. I mean, 11.2 million people. I mean, freaking Warlords of Draenor and had like fucking what, 3 million? So just do it. Do it. You guys will thank the fans later. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. It went from a normal video to a World of Warcraft video. But then again, the last one we were watching was like a Genshin Impact video, so just whatever pops in my mind. I know I go off on tangents, but that's a part of just sitting down in front of a camera. Anyone who doesn't like that, don't watch my videos. Anyways, you guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.